Welcome back to the Louis Selling YouTube channel. Today I am at Burgess Hill for a non-league match day vlog. They're playing Cray Valley Paper Mills, and these non-league vlogs usually do really well. Done Hastings, done Lewis, so we're back with another instalment. But this one's going to be a little bit different. It is the 11th of November today, which means it's Remembrance Day. So I'm going to be talking to you in this first part of the video about the Remembrance Day, why it's so important, the meaning of it, as in recent years I think a lot of people have started to forget why we remember the people that we lost in not just the First and Second World War, but all the wars that have ever happened in the world. And I'm going to be talking as well about the poppy, and also very importantly how football was affected during the First and Second World War, but also how football was really important during those times as well. Of course, the second half of the video will be vlogging the game, so make sure you stick around for that as well. But first of all, we pause, we reflect, and we remember. So you're probably wondering why I'm stood in the middle of this field here. Well, this field here is called Leyland's Park, and it's fields like these that during the First and Second World War that many soldiers would have fought on for hours, days, weeks, months, even years, fighting for freedom, fighting for their country, fighting for themselves, and most importantly, fighting for you. They'd have gruesome battles here. They'd have the gunfights with the trenches. Not saying specifically this park, but many parks and fields like this would have many hours of just horrible scenes. But if you look around now, it's a football pitch. There's a football ground just behind there. Burgess Hill's ground is just there. And what they did during those times meant we could have what we have today. So it's really important to remember those people. And if you just stand here in a park, in a field, just be quiet for a minute and appreciate what we have now and appreciate them for what they did. It really does make that little bit of a difference, and that bit of respect is really important. Of course, I'm not saying to go and stand in the middle of a park and pay your respects that way, but another good way you can pay respects is to go to a memorial and just take a few moments there just to read the names on the memorial, reflect, think about maybe some family members from your family that were in the war. But yeah, I'm going to take a walk to the memorial now. It's about 20 minutes, so during that time I'm going to talk to you about the poppy, and on the way back we'll talk about the football and why the war and the football are so connected and so important for each other. So, the poppy, we'll start there. It is the symbol of Remembrance Day, the symbol of war, but not in a way that many people think it is. A lot of people nowadays view the poppy as quite a controversial symbol, one that glorifies war and makes it into a good thing, turns it into a good thing. That isn't the case. The poppy is a symbol of hope and for a better future. There's good coming round the corner. The whole idea of the poppy was that the fields after the war were covered in these poppies, and the blood made these red flowers, and it looked like these red flowers. And it's the whole idea, as I said, of hope, a positive future. The end of the war was obviously a really positive thing, so why wouldn't you want to bring something like the poppy into the modern world, the modern era, and celebrate and use that to celebrate the hope that they had? And to be honest, it's something that the world kind of needs now. To be honest, we're kind of reaching a point in the world where there's a lot of negativity, not much hope. So maybe the poppy needs to signify more than just hope from the Remembrance Day. Maybe the poppy needs to signify and be used for hope in every aspect of life. The issue that the poppy has now is that it's usually coupled with the Union Jack, which is not a problem, the Union Jack itself, you're allowed to be British, you're allowed to be proud to be British. But the flag now has been, unfortunately, turned into a weapon, and it's seen as a negative thing. And I think that's where the poppy gets its negative connotations from, which is a big, big shame. But it was nice to see, driving into Burgess Hill this evening, a lot of poppies in the small towns, like Hurstman Zoo. Burgess Hill had a few as well, Hastings of course. So yeah, it was nice to see that, but not long to go until we get to the train station where the memorial is. So yeah, we'll get there and I'll be back, pay some respects for me and for you, and on the way back, as I said, we'll talk about the importance of football in the war, during the war, and vice versa. There's a lot of cool facts that I researched before coming to make this video. I have made it to the Burgess Hill Memorial. It is just over there. As you can see, it's a little bit dark, so it's not the best video you're ever going to get, but there's lots of poppies here, lots of wreaths have been laid, which is lovely to see. I'm going to take a moment of silence in a minute when I put the camera down, just to pay my respects, but I'm going to read a bit from In Flanders Fields, the poem by John McCrae that is always read around Remembrance Day. In Flanders Fields, the poppies blow, between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the larks, still bravely singing, fly scarce, heard among the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. So that is just a little bit from the poem. If you have a chance to read it, please do. It is a really moving poem, really touching poem. But yeah, next year, or even this evening, or even tomorrow, if you get a chance to go to a memorial, please do pay your respects, as it is such an important thing to do. I will not stop saying it for the rest of the video, how important it is to remember the people that we lost. We're not glorifying war, we're remembering the hope and the sacrifice, the ultimate sacrifice to have what we have today. These lovely houses, these lovely fields, these lovely shops. The camera that I'm holding now, all because of the people that sacrificed their lives during those times. But I'm going to take the walk back now, and I'll talk to you about the football, the importance of it during the war, and of course the Christmas truce that I'm sure everyone knows about. I'm going to start with the impact that the war had on football. During World War I, over 2,000 footballers were enlisted as soldiers for the war efforts, which meant many clubs lost almost, if not all, their players and their squads. Even clubs, including Burgess Hill, lower league clubs, lost all their players, which means they couldn't play, or they had to play with players that didn't really play before, which is not really an issue because of the bigger picture, but it meant that the competitions weren't great and a lot of enjoyment was lost during those times. Even big Premier League clubs like Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea and Liverpool lost their entire squads all to go and fight in the war. But it's the important thing here is that love for the game, that enjoyment wasn't lost, but it was taken away for a few years. But what we need to remember, and I'm sure everyone does remember this as a positive, is the Christmas truce match in 1914, where football literally stopped the war efforts. Soldiers from the English, the British and the German side stopped to play football on Christmas Day in 1914. It was just unbelievable. In the snow, they put down their weapons and football brought them together. Unfortunately, it didn't stop the war because they then had to go back to fighting, but just that few hours of enjoyment because of football. But it's not all negative that we've just spoken about just before that, as football helped a lot during the war as well. I've got a few facts down here. So football was an important form of recreation for British soldiers during the war. They could go and enjoy themselves in their very little free time that they would get. About 1.5 million troops spent most of the Second World War in Britain, so they could go and have that very little leisure time, and they'd usually spend it playing football. Footballers helped support recruitment during the war. Really, really interesting fact this is. In 1913, Bolton Wanderers captain Harry Goslin made a speech during the spectators join up, which encouraged players and supporters to go and join the war effort and sign up. And that did happen. Players from a number of clubs went and joined and made a club during the war in their regiments, and the entire Bolton Wanderers first team joined the 53rd Field Regiment Royal Artillery. So football was a big part in getting soldiers, getting people to be soldiers into the war efforts and ultimately come out on top there. Many factories set up women's football teams, which is great for the women's game there. I guess it did get banned, unfortunately, for quite a few years, but many factories started seeing that women can play football. Football was a popular sport with prisoners of war. Again, when they got their very little time outside, they were treated awfully. They did play football. Again, a beautiful game, bringing people together and getting them through hard times. Similarly, for civilians, football was an important form of their recreation. Many professional footballers served in the armed forces, which is incredible. In 1939, as I said, the Bolton Wanderers captain was a big part of that movement. Unfortunately, 80 professional footballers were killed during the course of the war, and many more were injured or became prisoners of war. Football helped the soldiers maintain their fitness, which is again really important thing, because they spent most of their time on their feet in the trenches for hours, days, weeks, months, as I said at the start of the video. So having a good fitness was really important. This was an interesting one. Football was used to encourage workplace productivity. I'll put over the funny graphic that they used to promote that productivity, because everyone loved football during those times, so they could use it to their advantage. Football boosted morale, unsurprisingly there, just a bit of enjoyment, and footballers played in exhibition matches to support the war effort. I'll read this fact here. A professional footballer during the 1930s, Ted Drake, played for Southampton and Arsenal in September 1994. He was part of a Sussex Services 11, which visited Paris, where they defeated a French team 5-0, and they travelled to Brussels, where they defeated a Belgian team 3-0. The matches took place very soon after the liberation, and the terraces had to be cleared of mines before spectators could be admitted. So football did so many good things during the war, whether that was fitness, whether that was morale, or getting people to sign up and be together. So yeah, football was very important during those times in both wars, and in all aspects of life it's important. So this brings me on to the point that I'm trying to make in this video. Footballers in the top leagues, in the English leagues, wear poppies. That is a controversial debate on social media quite a lot of the time. Should they be forced to wear them? Should they wear them? I think they should, because they probably wouldn't be where they were with their club, and the club wouldn't be where it is now, and football wouldn't be where it is now without the war and the people that continued the love for the game during that time. And football owes a lot to the soldiers that played during those times and protected the country. So yeah, I think poppies should be worn, and football was such an important thing during the war that we should remember it for the positive aspects and also reflect on the negative things that happened as well. But I'm nearly back to the ground now. Please, if you take anything from this video, wear a poppy next year. Take time to reflect and remember. But now it's on to the bit that a lot of you are probably here for, the non-league vlog, Burgess Hill against Cray Valley Paper Mills. Hope you enjoy that. Going to hopefully talk to some people in the ground about Remembrance Day, what it means to them, and of course the game. But the minute silence will also hopefully be going on as well, so I'll get a bit of that as well, just so we can pay our respects throughout this video. I am inside the ground now. Had a really cool presentation from David, spoke a lot about the club and non-league. It was a really cool listen. Got a burger now, about 15 minutes till kick-off. It is absolutely hammering it down, as you can probably tell from the lights there, but cheese and bacon burger with onions, we'll give it a go. It's got to be decent. Decent burger. Give it a 8 out of 10. Bacon's a little bit streaky, bit chewy, but solid out at 8 out of 10. £8.50 as well for a burger and water. Can't complain. But finish this off, get some predictions for the game, go and have a chat. Got Reece here, Reece is going to have a chat as well. And yeah, hopefully it's a good game. We are down, I think we're standing at the way end, to be honest.
We are at the away end.
It is nice and quiet down here, and it's dry, because it's raining quite a lot. Obviously, Son had the burger. We're going to start off with Remembrance Day. This whole point of the video is Remembrance Day. Reece has got the poppy on. I've got mine down here. So talk to me about Remembrance Day. What does it mean to you? Why do you think it's important?
I think Remembrance Day is very significant because obviously it's the day that remarks on how the soldiers that fought for our country died in conflict, which is a very important topic to me, as I have grandparents that fought in the war before. At the end of the day, I just think it's a very significant occasion that should be celebrated, and obviously, as they're doing today with the last post and the wreaths laying on the pitch, I feel like that's a very important moment, obviously for English history as well.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I find it interesting that people find it quite a controversial thing when most likely they had family members that lost their life during the war, but
definitely.
We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, now the game. Thoughts on the game? Obviously, Cray are fourth from bottom. Burgess Hill are mid-table. What are your thoughts?
I feel like Cray Valley have got to attack this game, knowing that they're at the bottom. I believe they're with 9 points. So, and their gaffer at the end of the game was said after the game against Billericay, they drew 1-1. Said that they should go for every game, whether they get 3 or 1 points. They should just attack it. They need to win the game. They need points to stay up in this division.
Yeah, expecting end-to-end. High scoring?
Yeah, could say so. Yeah, I think 2-1 Cray Valley though.
Nice prediction. I think last time I watched Burgess Hill was an interesting game. They weren't as good as I thought they were going to be, but they were still pretty solid. Obviously got promoted last year, so we'll see. They're doing all right so far. We're going to go with a high score draw, 3-3.
Wow.
But yeah, they're coming out now to do the last post and remembrance ceremony, so we'll get a few clips of that, pay our respects, and see you for some clips of the game.
They know we're here, so.
It's not as intense as like the others.
It is the best music.
Think about it. If someone is appearing, okay, throw that person's goal. Green though, really green. That's what we did say. No, we want to see him score, isn't it?
And if they don't,
Yeah, we'll just take a selfie for that score.
The mad thing is that it's so different because of that.
Oh yeah, it's so hard to play.
When you see it.
Burgess Hill! Burgess Hill! It's wonderful!
You've got no stamina, Aaron.
No, no. He's walking himself out today. Stop raining yet? Yes.
He's got nothing left. Aaron? Has he really? Aaron? What have you been watching today?
It's in! That shit!
That was short-lived, boys. Just like Aaron today. Huh? Just like Aaron today. Honestly, Ryan. Is that what he gave you?
Made good luck. I think he likes us down. That's it, yeah. Hill Town, Burgess Hill Town! Go on, Luther! Go on, Luther, the whole way, Luther! Go on, Luther! Win it! Why'd you fight it? Ruthless!
I mean, Lewis was a bit weird in the sense that their host was so in the first half, we were actually there.
George! I like him so good when we're playing. And play him in! Oh, he's got a little match.
Oh, Gary!
Ex-Luton, by the way.
They all stand in
I did see your picture, very gorgeous. You look so happy.
Really? He's got our winner. Jack Mears backheel it on the line in the back of the net, which is incredible. Harry wasn't offside, I'm not sure. But
You don't need to ask that.
yeah, but you've got to remember, they used to be on international south, and they're losing to Oxford home.
I've never seen teams bad in Burgess Hill.
Come on, him!
When they played on TV, because all the fans were all kitting up in merchandise.
And the next Saturday game, attendance was like 200.
Yeah.
Come on, him.
Go on, Reggie! Go on, Reggie! They're going man to man. Rhino! You just do nothing.
You know what I mean? You can spend a lot more money to
They've got the manager somewhere on the pitch and the assistants.
Work you're putting in, Keith. Is it any wonder?
Second ball, perhaps?
Yeah, because
The little ones! Oh, there he is.
they're all bad, and it's one of these kind of
That is just like.
He's probably going up on the left. Hey, I didn't say that. Yeah, but we won, so I am taking it. I don't do it every game. Just for the... He's on side. No way! Always get it down. Always get it down. It's it! Come on, referee! Goodness me! Reggie.
Go
now! Oh, look. I want to be on routine! Some routine that is.
Yeah, love it.
Jack Mears, touch across. Boing! Yeah, well done. Can you wait till Jack Mears turns around? Referee, that's a penalty!
Oh, again, Jack.
Would someone get on that 22? Fuck me!
I could have it away.
You could hit it away, obviously. Good tackle. And he's on.
Back in disguise.
Oh, get there! Yeah, on again! Tackle! Oh, it's a great... Luther! So good! What a goal for doing that. Oh my God! No! Dangerous game, Mr. Two! Yeah, God. One of you! It's my man on! Now, what you doing? Oh, yeah! To you! What's the Queen say? Oh, goal! Red! Penalty, red card! Skill him, mate, skill him. Back post. Oh! I'm glad someone's there. Quick knots. The ball's so easy. Oh, yeah, thank God for that. Have a go, hey! Have a go! Get out of his way, George. Oh, God, David! Cross, corner, goal. Yes! Oh, corner! Yeah! Goal, 1-0, boing! Oh my God! Auckland!
Burgess Hill a bit better now. Deserve that, to be fair.
Pass back!
Be lost kick. That wind is unreal.
It is in that area, and no place happening. What's the point of
So it is half time, 1-0 Burgess Hill. Late goal in that half from a set piece. Probably had the better of the game, better of the chances. I'd say overall, probably should be more than 1-0 up though.
Definitely,
as well.
yeah.
Cray Valley have had a couple of chances. Keeper made a big error, but it was given as a foul. A couple of counter attacks they didn't make much of. But yeah, quite an even half overall in terms of the play, but the chances are definitely Burgess Hill. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I feel like whenever Cray Valley get the ball in from the defensive half, they need to really try and boost it forward instead of trying to play this hoofball over the top to their main man. But it just doesn't seem to be working out for them, as well as obviously the Burgess Hill keeping it on the ground, direct passes, and a good goal at the end.
Good finish. I mean, the winger is in a lot of space on the right-hand side. But I mean, Cray Valley have had the opportunity to counter-attack, as I said. They need to do better with them if they want to get something out of this game, but I don't think it's going to be a draw anymore. I think Burgess Hill got it now, the win.
Yeah, probably Burgess Hill.
Yeah, I mean, it's great standing down in that end. It wasn't the away end, it was the Burgess Hill Ultras, we would say.
Exactly.
I don't know how we managed to stand there with the drum, but it was a good atmosphere for a Tuesday night.
Yeah, small group.
So yeah, hopefully this half, more goals, more banging on the drum, and some more decent moments of play for you. But half time, 1-0 to Burgess Hill.
Burgess Hill Town.
What's the battery life on it all like?
This can maybe do just over half the game.
Oh, okay. Thank you. How you doing that?
That is the worst. Joe, it's you! It's just such a bad score! Oh, you say that, I'm going. That's what.
What's it run?
Oh, yes.
What a ball.
Job to engage, isn't it? Which is quite frustrating, but
I tried to win, but the players,
Yeah.
he's entitled to talk to them. I get it with the fans,
yeah,
but the players,
yeah.
no.
Fans.
Yeah, they forgot. My order blew away. So I went there and went, "Have you got order 18?" They went, "No." They went, "Oh, loads of them blew away." Yeah, so I was just like,
You could have said, yeah, it was 2 bacon and cheese.
I could have said that.
And 1 sausage and chips.
I said that.
Are you doing a smash pass? Yeah, then yeah, that's a hard pass.
What? Who for?
For you, pass. Everyone else would pass.
I'm a smash.
Everyone else would pass.
So this goes.
No, the other one, this kind of thing.
How can you even judge? He's a little boy from here. Oh, is this not from afar? No, no, cheap though, it's cheap. And it's not English. Come on, shoot! Oh,
That's it.
Come on, I can survive.
probably the woman who scored.
It's a good ball.
I did the 8. Oh, like side eye.
And I couldn't even see your eyes because I'm just seeing this. I'm not blaming you, I'm just saying you're tall.
That's it. Come on.
What?
That wasn't.
Yay!
You can't do that.
They're trying to level the game and it's they're doing shit like that.
Simple, sloppy stuff. Like him.
Yeah, he's quite an icon. He's
Into the big man.
right way.
Wait, they are playing some.
Yeah.
Because they're leading. Taking the defender.
Pass back.
Be interested to see who the extras will be.
You got hair down. Oh! I used to wear
Can you imagine if Wayne was actually in? Imagine going from managerial
I need that now.
to King I'm a Celeb.
Oh no. Man.
Oh, proper non-league scrap.
Couldn't tell you.
Here comes the rain.
Lovely.
She's the culprit.
They couldn't, could they?
Nah, no way.
They've had not really anything this half.
I just want to see what it is. I know where. Yeah, there's one here, but it's the same flag.
It's a deep ball. Another one. It's out. Great bit of strength. How on earth has that not got in? God, here we go. Here we go. Oh, in typical Crawley fashion, it's 2-1 here.
Of course it is.
Yeah, in the 94th minute.
I am quite looking forward to
Jesus Christ.
Is he touching the ball there?
Handball. Fuck me, this is going to be proper last ditch. On my days.
Would have been a strike if he had.
Are we going to see a late last minute goal?
No. Throw in one any chance? Got something on it.
No.
Ain't gonna happen for him. He's got the ball. Oh, good hands. That's good goalkeeping.
Very good goalkeeping.
Oh my god, here we go.
One sip and you're done.
No.
My hands were like.
He's lost the ball. Cray Valley, shit. In the corner.
Under both teams playing in atrocious conditions. Don't forget tomorrow evening we've got the women here playing Eastbourne Bar in the League Cup.
You know what? He does play for them, so. What do you think is the
Major scores in 3, Dartford 1, 56 2, Whitehall 1, Hopefully Victor 8, Cray Wanderers 1,
8-1.
Lewis 2, Shorten 3, result, Ramsgate 1, Chatham 0, still playing.
It is the next day. I got in about 11 o'clock last night, so not too bad at all. Definitely not as bad as the Barnsley and the Oxford games when I got home in the early hours of the morning. Of course, this vlog was a little bit different than normal and a little bit longer than normal. About an hour, I'd say it's been. But the first part of it was talking about Remembrance Day and the importance of the football for the war efforts. I hope you enjoyed that part and learnt a little bit from it about the cool facts to do with the football and the war, and of course the importance of the poppy and its meaning of hope and a better outlook for a brighter future. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you want me to do more vlogs like that with a bit of context, a bit of a chatty history bit at the start, let me know in the comments and I'll absolutely do that if you enjoyed it. Of course, the second half was the Cray Valley Paper Mills against Burgess Hill vlog. We love a non-league vlog. It always does really, really well on this channel. Burgess Hill won the game 1-0. A great goal from George Vorster from a set piece. A lovely finish into the bottom corner. Overall, I think Burgess Hill deserved to win the game. Cray Valley had a few chances late on, but overall, the Hillians were brilliant. Some really, really nice movements, bits of play at times, and of course a very, very good goal. And it probably should have been more than 1-0, but they'll take the point in the end in the horrible rainy conditions. Didn't get too wet, thankfully. The food as well was brilliant, I have to mention that. The burger, 8 out of 10. The taste of it was really, really, really good and not too pricey as well. But thanks to Burgess Hill for letting us come down to do some media bits and some videos of the game. I'm sure some write-ups will be coming up very, very soon as well. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And you know the outro by now. Do it with me. Adios.